Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Welcome back to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast. How's everybody doing?
Always good.
As always, we're going to do our rounds. Tony, Indianapolis Colts, sad day.
Goose egg. Minos, 49ers, as you can see.
Rex from the Baltimore Ravens. It's only week 2, baby. It's only week 2.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Quick.
Good. Quick from the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Elbow from the Cowboys. We got that first one.
Hi, New England Patriots. It was a good day.
Yeah. Week two is in the books. Interesting week yet again. Sad for some of us. Great for others. We're still kind of feeling out who's who in the league. And, it's been interesting. How y'all, just before we actually go into everything, what are y'all overall takes of the week so far?
Oh, week 2 was a good week. I don't know what you're talking about. It was a good week.
It's early. It's early.
Saturday night, right? Telling you guys, but hey.
It was an interesting week.
It's definitely been an early. I can say it's early, but no, I'm not even gonna roll with that.
That ain't an excuse, but early.
Well, while everybody was buying wide receivers this offseason, Baltimore decided to invest in the toilets that they're gonna poop in. So
at least you have toilets. We shit in the potholes in Indianapolis roads, dog.
Hey.
Oh man.
Anyway,
I thought the overall theme was like ridiculous comebacks.
it was 100%.
It was
ridiculous comebacks, and we had to have the biggest one.
Yeah.
Biggest blown lead in 12 years in the NFL.
You know, I thought when the Falcons were down 28-3 and they were coming back, I was like, you know what? If they win this game, they're gonna break that curse. And then they went Falcon.
Oh, yeah. The Falcons need to start teaching CPR class because nobody handles a choke job better than they do.
It's real peak over there.
I think they're just distracted by all the strip clubs, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Some magic from Magic City, I can tell you that.
Hey, the wings are good though. The wings are good.
The wings are good.
wings are good, dog. Those are Falcon wings. Those are some Falcon wings too. Those are some Falcon wings, right?
Yeah, bro. We're cooking up Falcons out there.
Feathers.
What's that, son?
Big birds with feathers.
Yeah, a lot of.
Well, hey, if you're gonna fly all the way,
they're definitely big. You know.
Yeah, tail feathers.
Yeah. Let's go right into it. The winner's circle. I guess we're gonna start first with the Monday night winners in Philadelphia.
Boo.
Hi, Kwaku.
You don't forgot about that too. No. Anywho.
Yeah.
Only person here who's 2-0. Week 2 doesn't matter.
All
right. Overall, I mean, I think they played it all. I mean, it's crazy. Like even looking at Jalen Hurts, 26. I mean, 26, 31 attempts, 26 catches for 333 yards. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, and also to add 2 rushing touchdowns. That one interception, I don't purely blame him. It was more on Gainwell because, I mean, he should have caught that ball. It just tipped his hand, and then, of course, Hicks jumped the route. Yeah, exactly. Rushing-wise, too, I think we did well. I mean, Jalen Hurts had, 11 carries for 57 yards. Miles Sanders, I think he's getting back to his groove, 17 carries for 80 yards. Receiving, too, I was amazed. I mean, the 3 Batmans came to play. I don't know. I mean,
three Batmans?
Oh, Big Play Slay said during the week that there are 3 Batmans. There's no Robin on the wide receiver core. There's the swole Batman, that's AJ Brown. There's the slim Batman, that's Devontae Smith, and the fast Batman, who's Quez Watkins.
Oh.
Yeah. Big Play said it in an interview. So I mean, I'm just saying, like
I think the best receiver on the field was Big Play Slay.
I'll just correct you. There's only one Batman, and his name is AJ Brown. Just so
but there are 3 Batmans on the field, though. I'm just saying, there's 3 of them. Everybody has a different skill. There's no Robin.
Baltimore has an actual Batman. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
Carry on.
But anyway, yeah. Defense too held their own. I mean, they only 2 sacks. I felt like they should have gotten more sacks on them, but they got 2 sacks, 3 interceptions. I'm not gonna lie. Defense, they came to play. I mean, I don't care what everybody says about Kirk Cousins not being good on primetime. Like, they were not playing. They held Minnesota to less than 60 yards or less in terms of passing. I think the highest number of catches out of the receiving core was 6, and it wasn't even Justin Jefferson. Rushing too, they shut the rushing game down completely. Nobody rushed for more than 20 yards. So that was a huge thing. Some of the things that I think Philly could improve on is hard to tell with this game, but I feel like they need to limit the penalties. They had like 3 penalties for offensive lineman downfield. I forgot the name of the penalty, but I mean, that's probably one area that they need to improve on. It happens when you have a mobile quarterback because you don't know what they're going to do with the ball at that point. I feel like we need to generate more sacks. I mean, the pass rush is good. The pressure is good. And I think one of the other weaknesses that I saw was from the gunner position, whether it's kickoff or punt returns. Like, there wasn't a lot of, there's no explosive play when it comes to kick returning. So that's probably one area we need to work on moving forward.
Philly needs to go 17-0 because I have never heard you give this in-depth analysis at any given time. You better keep that same energy when they start losing. Because
I will.
This boy gave me everything. Look at you. All right, I'll remember it.
Allow it, fam. Allow it.
I do know that we if we do have it's looking like we're having a Philly Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. I think that's going to be worse than January 6th if that happens, because those are the worst fans in football.
Jeez. Yeah, it was an overall solid performance, I'd say. And the 8 did the 8 God things, as we said in the last episode. He wears 8 for a reason. He's built for 8 and 8 and nothing better. 9 and what? 8 is it 9 and 8 now?
Yeah, 9 and 8.
At best.
He'll get hurt one game, miss it, so he can make sure that the record is 500.
And like I was telling people, like in like a year or two, Jettas is about to pull a Stephon Diggs. He's going to request a trade if they don't switch this quarterback.
Yeah, he needs to.
True.
Yeah, that's exactly what Diggs did.
They keep paying him too. They keep paying him too.
Yeah, I know, right?
I hope he doesn't try to fool Quasey, but he's been fooling the other GM for a minute.
Well, basically, the 49ers flirt with him and all that stuff, and the media keeps saying Kyle wants Kirk Cousins, and then the Vikings come and they pay him a crap ton of money for no reason.
That's what I'm saying. He's pimping these GMs, like, dude.
His agent is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's wild. That's wild.
Maybe
man.
Lamar needs that agent because
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I want to.
Correct. Put Lamar on, dog. Put Lamar on.
Lamar only has one sentence every week. Price of the brick going up.
My bad, guys. That's me.
Well, it's probably the same for Jalen Hurts now because now people are saying, "Yo, how we need to pay him before the shit goes up."
Yeah.
I mean, Jalen
because he's improved a lot.
Price of the brick, baby.
Especially the passing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
very amazing, very impressive.
Because even when he made that deep throw, I was like, "Is that about to be a pick?" And then Quez was like, "Boop, snap, give me that."
Right there, yeah.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Threw it right in his hands. And usually, last year he throws that thing and is like floating.
Yeah. I thought Big Play Slay was the storyline of the game.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
The best receiver on the field was BPS, baby.
He shut down Justin Jefferson.
Like literally, but boom.
Shut him down.
There was no gritty.
I think he did, and I think a lot of it was also on the quarterback. He just kind of hey, Jefferson, I'm looking at you. I'm not gonna throw it at you. Actually, I am. I'm looking at you. That's basically what it was. But credit to Darius Slay. He made the play.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of them were just pretty obvious, like especially like the goal line ones. The goal line ones. I was like, yo, he's about to throw it to him. He's about to throw it to him, dog.
He telegraphed the hell out of that one, man.
Oh, even the last interception. There was one before that was almost an interception. I'm like,
in that same area. I had like 5 picks.
I'm like,
he could have had 5 picks on the night. Yeah. Big play could have had 5 picks.
Yep.
Easily. Yep. But he threw it in the same area. I'm like, dude, I would just throw. I'm like, dude, I would just run. You have Dalvin Cook or throw it to Thielen.
You also have to remember he's not the one calling the play. Somebody on the sideline is not paying attention to what's happening.
I thought the coaches had a horrible game.
That's terrible play calling, man.
Because they couldn't figure out the A gap blitz. As soon as the Philadelphia lines up in the middle and they bring the A gap blitz, Kirk Cousins sacked or he's throwing out of bounds.
He was sacked 6 times yesterday or 7?
Nah, he was sacked twice. Only twice.
It was just a lot of pressure.
It was twice. It's just a lot of pressure. Yeah. Actually, there was another sack, but I think they threw the flag.
Right.
It would have been 3 or 4, but they threw on 2 occasions. They threw the flag.
And then on defense, they were lining up 10 yards away from the wide receivers.
Yo, it was
because they were trying to play zone. But this is the thing with Philly right now, and I'm sure they will lose a game or 2. But the thing is this: you cannot, if you're gonna play zone, you got to be prepared for Jalen Hurts because he's probably gonna run it down your throat.
This man said they'll lose a game or 2. The confidence, you guys are going 15-2. Like you say.
I don't know. We'll get there on Friday.
Just build up like 3 weeks of tape and then come back to me.
I mean, nobody is going to go 17-0. Well, of course, not the Cowboys. Nobody's going 17-0.
Wow.
Jeez.
I already lost, man. Leave me out of this.
Yeah, anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. You guys want to add to that tape? Are you done? Or you still have?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, you guys. Any extras here?
It was a straight up ass whooping.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got the big stick, so it's nothing.
He was there. Mino's there, right?
Yeah, he was there. I mean, it is what it is. You stop the run efficiently. I see Cook was averaging like 2.6 yards or something like that, so solid on the run. They did try to force the ball a bit to Jefferson. I think he was targeted 12 times. The next most was Thielen. And granted, the other people that he passed to actually had a high completion rate. So I don't know why they didn't decide to divvy the ball around a little more. But, I mean, I guess when you're down by that much, you're forced to go to your playmakers, right?
But it wasn't that much. The game ended 24-7, didn't it?
It ended at halftime too. That
was the score at halftime.
Like you had all the time to catch up if you wanted to. Like you had because Philly had kind of stopped playing.
Yeah,
they kind of did. It was just like,
and they were actually having success with Irv Smith. He caught like 5 passes out of all his 8 targets. He caught 5 of them. So if they had actually incorporated him in the game plan a little bit, maybe they'd have had.
Irv Smith was actually having a pretty good game. You're right.
Yeah, that's so. I'm a little shocked, and like you said, Rick, like. It wasn't really that big of a gap. They could have, but then again, it's the 8 guard, so I don't know, man.
The running.
This is a thing that I've noticed about Jefferson. Like Jefferson, the type of routes he runs, he's usually catching open passes. There's not a lot of contested catching with him. Yeah. So I think that frazzled him a little because there was one play that I saw where Slay like put his hands on him a little bit. And when Slay turned to catch the pick, Jefferson was like looking at the referee trying to get the ball. Like, he's already.
I hate when they do
so that's not the attitude to have. You gotta play through the play. When the play is done, then you can go complain. Like you can't be complaining when the ball's in the air. So they gotta work on that. I think they're gonna be fine. They're gonna go 8 and 9, but they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go to the playoffs. Though.
What?
What?
I think the Vikings will go to the playoffs.
The Vikings are not going to the playoffs.
I don't think so. I think they're going.
I don't think so.
We'll see. No, the Vikings.
The Lions probably will make it before they do.
Playoff games are primetime games, so like Kirk.
There you go.
I
Tell
mean,
him, Rex.
he
The
doesn't want- he
8
doesn't
God
want
ain't
you.
built for that. The 8 God ain't built for that.
They got him built for that. Anyway,
That was
Yeah,
that's all I-
the one person I
Anyway.
felt really bad for was Rager. Oh man,
Yeah, he
They
had a
were
tough one.
booing. They were
they were
booing him.
Rager.
why
laughing
are
when
you
couldn't-
booing him? He didn't draft himself. Like you guys picked him. He's not his
Nah,
fault.
but this is the thing. This is the thing with Rager, and I know why they were booing him. And
Because he's
Minos
combative with the
will
fans,
add to
yeah.
that. He used to, he used to come back with the fans. So it's like, dude,
Every
and this is the
single
thing
player
with
that is
Philly.
playing
You gotta
below
be
their potential
thick-skinned
is
to play in
combative.
Philly.
Have you
What?
seen the NFL?
What?
I said every player that's playing below their potential is combative. It's just how they are. They are disappointed.
Yeah,
in
but
themselves.
with Philly, you gotta
Yeah,
have
Philly-
thick skin
Philly
to
is
play in
different.
Philly. Philly is a whole different ball game.
Philly,
that is true.
Philly's
They're a bunch of
nasty.
Yeah, it's not. You could go do that in Indianapolis. Like, I mean, Carson
Wow.
had it nice and chill. No, I'm not saying to be
He
rude,
did?
but
Is that why he's still there?
I don't think the media. No, but Irsay chased him out of town. Like, boy, get your team, boy.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that, it was more chill. You can't. Philly is like a different. AJ Brown is a typical, like, he fits the Philly mode. Like, you gotta be thick skinned.
You're right. You're right. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
True story. Cool. Anyway, we're still in the winner's circle. We're going over to the Bay Area. See what's up with my man. Bang, bang, gang, bang, whatever. Niner, whatever. Yeah. Shout out to Minos.
Somebody that scored more than 0 points this week. That's who we are. First and foremost, just want to send prayers out to Trey Lance. He got that nasty, disgusting ankle injury. When I saw it happen and I saw him not even try and get up, I was like, gosh. But return of the Mac. Jimmy Garoppolo is back. I didn't even try to rhyme that. It just happened. We stomped them. I mean, I always love it when we stomp the sea bitches. So that was great. Our defense, I mean,
rare form.
Our defense is just good, and we still don't even have our starting safety and Jimmy Ward. We don't have Jason Verrett back yet. He's going to be coming back in about 2 weeks. So who knows? He might take over.
Who are the starters? Who are the two starting safeties?
Mosley and Mooney Ward. Oh, safeties. Hufanga and I think we were rotating like
Hufanga is legit though.
Hufanga's.
He's a truth.
Hufanga is the truth.
He's a truth.
Tayshaun Gibson was playing in this game.
Oh, is Hufanga a rookie?
Second year.
Okay.
He scored a touchdown against the Packers in the playoff game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the one who picked up the block punt.
Yep.
Right. He got the Palomalu hair.
Yeah, he's off that mold. Yeah.
Heck yeah, he is. USC too.
Yep.
Like the joke I told y'all in the chat, we made Geno Smith right back this week, and right.
I saw that.
He couldn't even get anything going. By the time he even took 3 steps back, somebody from the line was in his face and just doing something. I mean, it was getting so bad to where when they finally got it in our red zone, they line up with 4 running backs, no quarterback, and try to do a throw.
That was terrible.
It might have been dumber than that Super Bowl throw it with Russ.
Yeah, rough times.
Yeah,
they rested Kittle for this game too, right?
I don't know if it's rest, man, because we worked out
he's
5 tight ends
I
today.
think he has a major injury.
We worked out 5 tight ends today.
That groin is bad. Yeah.
Running back, we just signed Marlon Mack to the 53-man roster because running back is gone.
I saw that.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Hopefully Kyle Shanahan lets him loose. I mean, I know I'm not talking too much about the Seahawks game because it was just a straight ass whooping. We played good on offense, played good on defense. Return game was good. Special teams was good.
It was a complete game for real.
I mean, aside from the block kick that they got their own on, other than that, it was just great. But it's going to be interesting next week going into Denver and having to face the cornball. So
yeah,
that's right.
You gonna face Sierra?
That's right.
Anyone else want to
You
add
go
to
ahead,
that?
future. Just play future. I mean, it was a good game. 49ers, I mean, they killed him. But I don't know. How sure are you of Trey Lance?
I mean, he played not even a quarter, and he got hurt off of his third running play up the middle of that game.
What was your coach on with those plays, man? What was that?
I have no idea. I didn't like him. I mean, if you're gonna run him in the nature of the play. Don't do design.
Don't run him through the friggin' D line.
Well, we did it the week before against the Bears, and that was the only offense we could really generate once our running back went down.
Yeah, because it was a monsoon. Like, I get that. Anyway, I'm concerned about Trey, because this is Trey's about to go to his third year, which is typically the contract year and the fifth year option pickup year. And I read a stat today, between college and the NFL, Trey Lance has played, and this is not an exaggeration, 450 snaps at quarterback.
Yeah.
He's like Jacob Eason almost.
I mean, he
played. He really is, like, no experience.
One full season in college, the one COVID game. He had 3 last year.
Like, he's only had 150 snaps.
He's going to end up like Jordan Love.
Yep.
Not only that, but I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade, but even in college, he went to North Dakota State. So I don't think he faced that much competition.
But neither did Josh Allen at Wyoming.
But he's playing.
But it's better. But
hold on. To be fair, has any of you gone and watched Josh Allen's 2018 highlights? Just when you get a chance, go watch those highlights.
But wasn't it
I watched the games.
No, but just go look at his throws, because it's so long ago that everybody.
Yeah, his mechanics were terrible. But the problem is, the difference is he was playing, so they knew how to correct his mistakes. We don't have any video of this guy. So, like,
I'm not saying one way or the other. All I'm saying is, like, he was such a different guy. So there's
definitely was, like, 100%. Like in 2018, I was like, this guy is a stretch.
Josh Allen before Diggs was totally different.
Yeah,
exactly. Right. Once you get that wide receiver, you get that. I mean, even look at Tua, look at Jalen. I mean, once you have that
guy that builds your confidence,
there's a reason why, like, not to go back to Eagles, but there's a reason why Jalen went to Howie and said, "Go get me this guy." You know.
Well, yeah,
you know what you're getting.
I mean, we don't have that. We, as a 49ers, we don't have that stud. I mean,
Debo.
You got Debo, who's everything, but I mean, he broke off a 50-yard run when he was surrounded by 6 Seahawks, and he still somehow broke off 50. But Ayuk got 2 more drops.
Yeah, like Debo has
threw a bomb to him shortly after he came in the game, and he drops it on the sideline. Like, what?
Ayuk?
Yeah.
And Debo has better chemistry with Jimmy G than with this dude.
Yeah,
and there's already whispers
5 yards short and waits for the ball, because that's all Jimmy's going to try and throw.
And there's whispers in your locker room, from what I heard, I don't know if it's true, saying most of the players prefer Jimmy over Trey.
Well, the thing is, Jimmy, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get regular season wins. You're going to get good play. With Trey, he still had to grow, and that's what I mean. That's
the thing. We
know
anything about him. We know nothing about him.
Yeah, you got the old vets that want to win right now, and then you got like the other guys.
Whose jobs on the line.
You got a better chance with Jimmy.
And the thing is, Jimmy said something in his post-game presser where he was like, when I went in, Kyle just kind of let me go sling it, and that's what I like to do. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, has Kyle been making him overthink? Or just let Jimmy cook, right?
We don't like letting NFL quarterbacks cook, man, because that recipe never ends well, bro. So be careful with that wish.
Yeah. Word of advice to Trey.
Especially the NFC West.
Don't follow Jimmy to the strip club.
I don't know, man. I'll be surprised if
Trey goes to the strip clubs.
I'll be surprised if he ends up in another team down the line. It's just because it's not been in his favor. We barely have any film on him to correct his shortcomings and things of that nature. The rookie contract is what? We're going into year 3. We hope he plays throughout year 3 as the starter, so we at least get some videos to see where he's grown and what he can fix in the offseason. He hasn't even had that. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see.
There has to be some hesitation on the Niners organization with Jimmy G about to be a free agent because you still don't know what you're getting.
I'm sure Shanahan is very upset because apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, Minos, before the draft he wanted Mac Jones.
No, he's never wanted Mac Jones.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that's what I read. I read that he wanted Mac, and then the GM and the front office kind of pushed him towards trade.
No, I've seen the interview when he talks about Trey Lance's highlights and what he loves about him.
No, the man had 300 snaps. Anyway, that's besides.
I mean, I did when they traded up. I did think they were going for Mac Jones, though.
No, I would have been.
Those are the rumors I had, but
I actually thought Justin Fields would have been a better fit.
It would have been either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. There ain't no way he was
Justin Fields would have been a better fit. He's in a more competitive.
Oh yeah, I forgot Justin.
He's in a more competitive conference, and won in that conference.
True.
So I mean,
he's an Ohio State quarterback, and tell me the last Ohio State quarterback that's done dog shit in this league.
That is true.
Yeah, but he's also in South Dakota State.
Same with
South Dakota State still.
They don't face much competition.
Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the only one you have to fall back on. So that's that mutes that argument. Anyway, but
I'd rather go for 100% versus.
I wish him all the best. It's just a sad story. Hopefully he recovers and doesn't have that injury-prone bug. Anyway, still in the winner's circle. We're going to New England. What up, Cy? How the Patriots looking? You told us so. You told us so last week.
Somehow, some way.
I did say they were going to win. I did say they're going to win. Not the
score.
Not the score I had.
You said you were going to win.
Still, a win's
called it, Cy. You did. I ain't gonna lie.
I called it. Yeah. Okay. All right. But as far as the game goes, Mac Jones was dealing with a back injury coming into the game, but by the end of the first half, he gave the Patriots the lead for good when he threw a 44-yard touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. And early on, that's who he was throwing to, both Aguilar and Jacoby Myers, who caught a combined 15 passes for 205 yards. What happened next? The Patriots, they had a better running game too. And Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson were key to that. And in fact, Damian Harris, he led a short touchdown run after they caused the Steelers to miss a punt, gave the ball right back to the Patriots, and they cashed in on that with a touchdown, with a short touchdown run. As far as a comparison between Mac Jones and Mitch Trubisky, Trubisky was booed several times by the home crowd because of mistakes and missed opportunities. Like Pittsburgh, they failed to come up with two picks that contributed to 10 points for us, right? And they continue to struggle on the ground as well too. With Najee Harris, he finished with 49 yards on just 15 carries. Mac Jones and Trubisky, they both had the same percentage of passing attempts and completions. 21 completions out of 33 attempts for Mac Jones and 35 for Trubisky. However, Mac Jones, he threw for 252 yards, while Trubisky, he couldn't even break 200, broke about 152.
It looked like a pathetic performance from Trubisky, but I don't know if their line is bad, but given what they have and what he put out, it looks pretty bad.
Their O-line, the Steelers' O-line is pretty horrible.
It's bad, huh? So that makes sense.
Yeah, we were pretty, and based on compared to last week, our offensive line was more effective in protecting our quarterback. I mean, he wasn't sacked this time at all by any member of the Steelers, even without TJ Watt. However, our defense stepped up as well this week, and we sacked Trubisky 3 times. What else? By the end, the Steelers, they couldn't even complete their comeback. I mean, they had what's his face? Pat Freiermuth had like an 8-yard. Yeah. He had an 8-yard touchdown pass, but they couldn't complete their comeback after they were forced to punt on their final 2 possessions.
Yeah.
As far as this game was a step up from last week, though. I mean,
for sure.
I had some reservations. I still called it as a win, and I'll still take the win, but we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, a win is a win. It's hard to get wins in the NFL. I mean,
you know.
I know too. But
not me.
Nah, like your receivers showed up this week. Like last week, there were nowhere to be found. But like, I see Aguilar and Myers came to play this week, and that was ultimately the difference maker. And also, like your ground game is you're always going to run the ball on the Belichick offense. Like he always emphasizes physical play on the run game, and like from time to time short passes. But it looks like on the stat line, your two outside receivers would really they might not. I think Aguilar is a slot receiver, but they came to play regardless.
More of a slot,
yeah.
They're better this week than they were last week. However, we still need work on the offense because we're run by guys who are defensive gurus. Belichick, Judge, Patricia. we still need somebody in there who actually knows offense.
I won't put Patricia in the guru sentence, but
Yeah, I don't know.
No way.
Yeah, man. Nah.
So regards to that game, I didn't really. I was out of town, so I didn't watch the game, but I caught a few of the highlights. But there seems to be the beginnings of a mutiny in Pittsburgh because the last couple of days, the interviews, Deontay Johnson was talking about how he was open all game. And then the rookie, George Pickens, also talked about how he was open like 90% of the game. The balls just never came. So, and the crowd has already started their Pickett chants already. So I'm giving Trubisky about 2 more weeks, and then he'll be back on the bench.
But also, Tomlin doesn't really change. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. I know Tomlin's not the type that just bites under pressure and says, I'm going to put the rookie in if he's not ready.
It's not pressure. It's wins and losses, buddy.
I know, but I'm saying Tomlin is not. I don't know. Maybe
but Tomlin's only had to make that decision once.
Once, right? Like we don't know what he is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
inherited a quarterback, so he's never had to. So we don't know if you can't say he's that kind of person because we don't know because he inherited a quarterback.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said I don't know how he's going to handle the quarterback situation, but as a coach, he doesn't just make random decisions. But I'm interested to see how he handles. That's why I said it. That's what I said at the beginning. He hasn't had to change a quarterback, but I don't think he's the type that will just make a change. Because
that's true. But I think he's the type who prefers to finish his career never having a losing record. And if Trubisky's going to do him in his first one, he's going to put him on the bench. Trust me.
Yeah, and if he plays horribly to start this, prime time Amazon Prime game,
the sleeper, the Sleeper Bowl.
Yeah, he'll switch it up.
Sleeper Bowl.
I mean, then again, do you want to put your future quarterback behind that old line and ruin him?
You got to throw him in the fire. You got to throw him in the fire.
In the fire with that old line, you're gonna break him.
You got to start somewhere.
Look at Joe Burrow.
Joe might join Andrew Luck soon, man.
During the season.
I mean, he almost died his first year, and
we'll get to Joe. We'll get to Joe later.
Yeah. We've got to him already, but it's okay.
Oh, true. We had. Oh, that was a good one. See what you did there,
bro. The only reason why y'all got to him.
Third game.
I don't think that O-line is well coached, but anyway, let's move on.
Coached or not, he's also the best pass rusher in the game, in my opinion, right now. So.
He's not even a mobile quarterback, so it's easy to get to him.
Oh, he is. Joe is a mobile quarterback.
He's not the most mobile quarterback, though.
What are you? Quick! Can you do me a favor? Can you please go watch Joe Burrow tape? Because I feel like for like 2 weeks now, you've just been given random Joe Burrow stats and facts that are not
what
true.
Did you say? He said he's not mobile.
He's not the
Joe
most.
Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks.
He's a very good scrambler.
Avoiding pressure.
He's like Aaron Rodgers. Well, younger Aaron Rodgers. He can run.
You don't watch the games. You're just saying it because he's getting sacked. He's one of the best at moving in the pocket and avoiding pressure. He just has a horrible line.
Yeah, he actually, and if he has to scramble, he can a bit.
He can.
He's like
Rodgers on Sunday.
Was younger.
He even scrambled on Sunday. I don't know what.
I don't know.
No,
his line is horrible. I don't know about that.
The line is bad, and I said that before the season started. I don't trust the line. And then you, Kweku, were telling me about how their philosophy of the front office, and I'm like, we don't know what the hell the front office can do because they haven't had to do shit.
So they
Well,
They
made
sucked and got
changes
it
to the
from one of the
O-line.
running backs.
With that said, I
It's
think
not
we're
working.
done with the wiggling. We're going right into the
Anyway.
Bengals and Cowboys.
Cowboys,
Oh,
please
wait,
go ahead.
before we do that, anybody else? I think it's
I'm in.
Sai pretty much summed it up, right? So we're good with that.
No, I did have something to say.
Oh, you did. Go ahead.
The New England game. Sorry. Like I said, you guys with your 3 defensive coordinators. So Bill Belichick, I guess this week there was no receiver in his doghouse.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because those old school methods, he needs to rethink them, man. He can't keep doing that.
Well, actually, Kendrick Bourne was like on the second on the depth chart, actually. But
Right.
He's still in the doghouse, actually. Yeah,
Might as well trade him to the
Rex.
Cowboys.
He's still in the doghouse, and I think he's their most complete receiver. He still is in the
Right.
doghouse, but
he only had one reception last game for like what, 44 yards.
Yeah.
so
Anyway.
yeah.
All right, I'm done now.
Yeah. Anyway, Bengals and Cowboys. Mr. Star, what up?
I think that's what the fans came here.
Jerry Jones on the dick of that kicker.
That's what?
Well, I'm waiting for Kwaku to come back, I think.
Oh, while we wait, I'll just give you my background.
Hey, I'm still here, man.
Hey. Too soon.
Like he cleaned this in that game. It was over.
Damn.
Wait, so Bengals and Cowboys. It was doom and gloom for Cowboy Nation. No Dak. AFC champs coming to town. Both teams are 0-1. Everyone was like, Bengals are desperate. They can't go 0-2. Cowboys are done. They should look for the draft. I mean, the coaches were under fire. Jerry lit some fire under those coaches. Even Mike McCarthy, I was telling you guys, he called out Kellen, told him to start calling the smart game.
Yeah.
But I think the game started offense, Cooper Rush, they were aggressive right off the bat. 4th and 2 on our own half. Mike McCarthy's like, go for it. I'm like, what? Right off the bat? Hey, he found Noah Brown. I mean, Cooper and Noah, they have this chemistry because they've been on the practice squad forever.
Yeah.
So he found Noah. We got 7, came back, got 7. I'm like, okay, offense is rolling. Now, Bengals, on the other hand, they got this new shiny O-line, you know. Remember when Lyle Collins left Dallas? He was like he's a personal protector for Joe.
Yeah.
He got the Bengals tattoo, you know.
Jeez.
He didn't know.
He really get a Bengals tattoo?
Yeah, Lyle Collins got a Bengals tattoo once he got there. Before he played one snap.
It's peak.
Yeah, I know.
It's 2022. You can laser remove tattoos. You can cover out upon another tattoo.
You better start taking it off.
It's whatever. But anyway.
But hey, yeah.
Go ahead.
Bengals offense, you know, Jamar Chase talking crap, talking about, you know, Trayvon Diggs is only athletic. He got no technique. I'm like, okay. Everybody shitting on the Cowboys. That's fine. But Dan Quinn had a game plan. His game plan was Parsons. Oh boy, Michael Parsons is a beast.
Oh my
That kid
God.
is unstoppable. It's ridiculous. You hear elite players, you know, they make the players around them better.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see it till you see it.
Yeah.
And like I remember DeMarcus Ware, he made his teammates better. But Parsons, like Van Der Esch got a sack just standing there. Because Parsons was after Joe Burrow all day. And Joe just runs straight to Van Der Esch, like, take me.
No, there was one play they slid the protection away from Parsons, and I'm looking like there's no way. That can't possibly be real.
See, that's the genius of Dan Quinn. He forced that formation. Because he brought pressure he showed 2 linebackers in the A gap. So the line, by design, has to slide to protect inside.
Mhm.
But what Joe Burrow should have done was, hey, slide back to Parsons.
Slide back.
to
Yeah.
Parsons.
Yo, because they teed off. He teed off on the kid, man.
Oh man,
He
was
hit
after
him like he stole
all day.
something.
I think he had about 8 pressures, 2 sacks. Like he was on him all day.
Yo, you know the crazy thing, like when I was watching, because I wasn't here, so I didn't watch the game, but I watched the extended highlights. One of the things that I found funny was after he had beaten up on Collins on the left side, he got kind of bored and then switched to the other side and beat up on the right tackle as well. Like he was just getting whatever the hell he wanted.
Mhm.
This is my opinion. Like what I love about Parsons is when Parsons reaches the quarterback, because usually a lot of pass rushers, they use all their power to evade the tackle, and then by the time they get the pass rusher, they're just like dragging him down. Sometimes the passer can escape. Parsons gets there and still has a lot of violence left in him. Like he hits the quarterback like he's mad at him, like he knows him personally. It's insane how quickly he gets off the line. I think he's the best pass rusher in the league right now.
His first 3 steps.
Yeah, exactly.
First 3 steps are super quick.
It's insane. It's insane how good he is. And this man played 40% of his snaps at off the ball linebacker last season.
And he's learning how to be a pass rusher. He's actually learning new moves as he goes along.
So let me ask you a question. Parsons went to Penn State, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he went to Penn State with Odafe Owe, right?
Yep.
They trained together, right? They played together, right? They both got drafted in the first round, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Odafe Owe doing?
I heard y'all are trying out Jason Pierre-Paul.
Because Odafe Owe can't do shit.
Oh man.
Anyway,
the defense held as much as they could. I mean, at the end, I think it took the Bengals a 19 play drive to get a touchdown. Then because the offense after the second half, after the first half, they took their foot off the gas. They were like, let's just play to the defense's strength. Cooper Rush, don't go messing this up.
I was about to say, when you have a backup, it's only a matter of time till he starts throwing madness.
He should have had at least a couple picks, but he got
you should have kept him going. Do you know why? Remember, I told you guys about the ginger equation. There's a belief that anytime you have more than one ginger on the field at a time, all the powers of the ginger go to one. So Cooper Rush had it this time, and that's why Burrow didn't know what the hell was going on.
Burrow, I thought Burrow was just blonde.
Yeah, he's a ginger. Oh, ginger adjacent, close enough to lose his powers to Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I thought he was a blonde too, actually. Mm.
You racist.
Yeah,
He's a Macaulay Culkin. That's all I know.
Yeah, right.
Blonde.
But yeah, once the Bengals tied it up, Cooper Rush, like he did versus the Vikings last year, just marched them down the field and we got that 50-yarder. For a second, I thought he missed, but
I thought he missed.
I thought special teams played a huge factor in that game too. Anger, the punter, he was on fire. He was pinning them deep. Like the play before the final drive, where the game-winning drive, Anger pinned them on the 8-yard line.
No way.
And then we got 3 and out. They kicked the ball, and then Turpin returned it for like 15 yards. So it literally got us a first down. And then Brian, the kicker, he had a 50-yarder to win the game. So special teams had some hidden yardage in that game. That helped us. But I call that game Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
He's the best player on the field, both sides.
He was 100%. And you called it. I think you're the only one on this panel that called that down. Like Cy was with
And that was a lucky game.
No, man.
I was here listening to everything that you were saying, and I'm gonna pull my Stephen A. Smith.
When do
you guys almost got beat, and you probably almost pissed on yourself.
Wait.
Fun fact.
They started coming from behind, though.
Pause.
They only scored one touchdown. They only scored one touchdown.
Well, how many touchdowns did you score?
2.
Okay. But still, they almost came from. They came and tied the game.
Now that wait, We literally gave him like 6 points off of penalties.
So, fun fact: Ibo did not pick the Cowboys to win this game.
Hey, I did.
No, you didn't.
He almost did not, though. You almost did
did.
not. You almost did not. You
What I have,
last minute.
the stat
You and I
sheet
were on the
have
pod
has
together.
Ibo picked the Bengals to win on the sheet I had.
No.
Bengals
That
won.
was a
Cowboys.
mistake. That was a mistake.
I must
He
have made
picked
an
the
error.
Cowboys.
He picked the
He
Cowboys.
did pick the Cowboys, but he didn't have faith.
He did pick the, so the
I
score.
was
The
shaking.
score should have been flipped. He picked the
He
Cowboys.
did pick the Cowboys.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did pick the
thank
Cowboys.
you. So
Thank
now you
you.
guys
He
need
just
to,
didn't
you
have
need to edit
faith.
your, you need to edit your scores because apparently our score master has been doing it while drinking. So
What, bro? You're trying.
My bad.
not me. I just do the input. Somebody gives me
Yeah,
the scores.
I must have input it wrong last night. I did send it at 3 a.m.
Like
So
yakety yak.
my fault. Yeah. So just add an extra point to his.
No, I got him. I got it already.
Yeah.
Maybe there's 5 missing from mine. Shit.
Man, no,
Check
right?
your scores.
At this point, I got to rewatch the shows.
Yeah, I remember that very well. He definitely picked the Cowboys.
I was kind of shocked when I saw that.
Nah, I picked the Cowboys, man.
Wait, so did I have someone else pick the Cowboys, or I had a sweep?
No, it was just him. Everybody else picked against the Cowboys.
Because I was like, if Sai is picking the Patriots, heck, I'll pick my.
Yeah. For sure. Nah, it was a solid game, man, and kudos to you. I think you play is it the Commanders next week or?
Nah, they play the Giants, man.
The G-Men. Okay, that's so another Division 1, so that should be a good one.
We got
it should be a good one. So we'll see if you can, keep up this stability.
The good news is
Giants on fire.
Dak might be coming back early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably by the time he comes back, Gallup will be back too, huh?
Well, Gallup will play next week.
He will?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
They might have him on a pitch count, but he's going to be a full participant in practice this week.
Okay, that's good to know for fantasy reasons.
Yeah. Jason Peters might play this week too.
It doesn't matter who you mention; it's still going.
Oh boy,
Cowboys.
But by the time we play the Eagles, we would have assembled Voltron.
All right,
we'll send you right back to your misery. We'll send you right back to your misery.
Let's move to the losers. Then.
Y'all.
We're now transitioning to the losers.
Then. Almost
Wait,
made it.
I just wanted to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
What are you guys' your thoughts on Joe Burrow though? And in the O-line.
I've seen it before, dog. We had Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Similar situation. But
the
difference is Joe Burrow has a whole lot more help than Andrew when Andrew was in the same situation.
Maybe it's coaching, man. I mean, outside of maybe it's coaching. The O-line, look at the Eagles. Like one thing that stands out when you look at the Eagles O-line, and no disrespect to Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey, one thing that stands out is Jeff Stoutland. Jeff Stoutland has gotten O-linemen paid in the NFL. Go read about it.
Oh my God!
I agree with you.
They win 2 games.
Stoutline had 3 head coaches. Oh, it doesn't matter 2 games. It doesn't matter 2 games. It's the same O-line coach. And I'm not even going to just talk about Stoutland. There's a lot of good O-line coaches, including yours.
I think
your O-line coach.
Bill Callahan is.
The 49ers one is good. He was that dude that was snorting coke in Miami.
And what's one of the strengths of your team? Isn't it the O-line?
D-line.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nah. Cool.
It's coaching, right? Because if you're getting all this talent into the building and you still suck, then you got to point to coaching.
But then when it comes to O-line,
Kwaku, make up your mind. Are they a good organization or are they not? Because I feel like week to week you have a different opinion.
I think the Bengals are a good organization. I mean, they're improving. I wouldn't say they're a good organization.
They're 0-2, blood. They haven't. Listen, if you ask me,
but
Joe Burrow needs to go back to the surgeon that took his appendix out and tell him to put it back. Because since he took that joint out, that man doesn't want a game.
I think the O-line.
That would kill him.
When you
O-line
switch 4 out of the 5,
the O-line is gonna kill him too.
And you don't play preseason, it's gonna take some time for them to gel.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
That in
addition to coaching, the coaching has to get him
up to the O-line. They didn't fix the entire line. They only fixed one side of the line.
They should
4
have
out of
fixed
5.
it. That is one area where I give. I know I shouldn't say this, but this is where I give the Cowboys some credit. A couple of years ago, drafting all these O line coaches, and that's why Dak has become whatever. And now that the O line is weak, you don't even see what's going on. Now he's getting exposed.
Wasn't Lyle Collins one of the superstar O linemen of the Cowboys? Isn't he
He
getting?
was. That's what I'm
beat
saying.
like a drum yesterday, 2 days ago.
Look,
Coaching.
Lyle-
But he was
Lyle-
the same person that good. Wait. Lyle Collins gave the same guy that beat him up this past Sunday a lot of the secrets to the trade. I'm not saying Michael Parsons is not good, but I'm just saying he gave him a lot of teaching points and he used that on him.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm sure next week Lyle Collins might be better.
Yeah, they got to get this fixed, or he might be on IR by week 6, or it's just going to be a long season. So,
But
And
he's
I think
only
it'll be a long
13 sacks.
The
Come
play
on,
calling.
losers bracket.
The play
Yeah.
calling needs to change too. It needs to be like more quick passes, more
Yeah.
West Coast.
Well,
Exactly. You have a
Let's
running back.
let's be fair.
Running
Let's be a
ball.
little fair. Those guys were one challenge away from being 1-0 in week 1, and they just lost by 3 points on a game that he got sacked 6 times and had like a million.
Whoa. You're playing a backup
Pressures.
quarterback.
So they are not as bad as they are not
They
as
are
far
bad.
off as it might seem.
Well, they're
yeah,
bad.
that's true. They might
No,
not be as
but
bad as they seem.
What
though.
about this?
It's only week 2.
The offensive line is not good, but the talent around them, because they went to a Super Bowl and they won a playoff game when he got sacked 9 times. So the
I'm
thing
gonna
about
stop you right
Burrow is never really out of a game,
Yeah.
no matter what's happening.
But,
The
I mean,
problem is
It doesn't. Go ahead.
because Burrow is never really out of a game, he does a lot of gunslinging and he wins. But the problem is when you're gunslinging and you're not winning, then now we start to look at you like, why are you gunslinging?
But I mean,
You
it
know,
was
so
similar
that's the
to
thing. You need to
it was
figure it
similar to-
out.
it was similar
You
to Andrew Luck, right? He was winning playoff games, but he was getting beat. It adds up.
You can have all the talent
Those
in
things
the
add up.
world,
Yeah.
but if you don't have that O line, like even when the Eagles had that crazy dream team thing, they had all this talent around, but they didn't have a strong O line. And Michael Vick was getting pounded week by week.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
doesn't
Brady-
matter.
Brady always has an O-line.
Yeah, that's exactly. Brady doesn't have even Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has had 1 or 2 people here and there, but even now he has an O line, but he doesn't have like legit weapons.
Yeah, great. That's what I said. One thing about New England, they always have good. They draft trenches well. Their offensive
Yeah.
line are always good.
Yeah.
So regardless of what happens, at least their quarterback will be upright. So
Maybe they coach him better.
and that too.
Yeah.
And that
It's
too.
going. We can agree on that one.
Yeah.
Bengals are not being coached better.
Yeah. Anyway, down to the losers' den in Baltimore. We had a shootout, literally a shootout between the Ravens and the Miami Rex.
That's not.
And I'm the only one that picked against y'all.
Wait.
Because you're a hater.
Nah, man.
It wasn't
You
analysis,
know,
but don't
hurts.
pretend.
Nope, I knew. I said it. I was like, dude, I
You
don't
knew it
think
was
Miami,
28-7.
Miami has too much firepower. Anyway,
Really?
I'm
What
not
was
trying
the
to say
firepower? It was throwing picks and it was 28-7. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Go ahead, Rex.
So, I was in Cartagena, Colombia, and it was the day I was about to set off, and it was the last opportunity to hop in the pool and do a few laps before I came out. I was like, let me watch this Ravens first half because that's all I could watch before I left. And then the first half, I'm feeling good. I'm thinking, this is nice, blah blah blah. I land in DC, look at the score, and I'm like, what the hell happened? No clue. I'm losing my mind. I'm like driving home from the airport and I'm listening to all the radio stations, all the like podcasts talking about how the game flipped on its head and blah 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 and everything. And the only blame that I can lay at anybody's feet is coaching. I 100% blame coaching, because when you have a lead like that, you can't run the ball because for some reason our O-line doesn't work. Can't run the ball, can't do anything. Lamar has already proven to them that he can beat the blitz. Just short dink and dunks. I don't know what they were trying to do. They just made the game way more complicated. And the secondary, which is the most expensive unit on our team, because we have a first-round draft pick, We have one of the highest paid safeties there. We have two of the highest paid corners there, and we have one of the best other safeties from last season. That's 5 people that are all potential Pro Bowlers now or down the line in the future, and some in the past. You cannot let two guys go for 2 tutties and over 150 yards apiece in the second half. That's ridiculous.
Not only that, dog. They each caught over 12 passes.
I know.
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
4 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Like the stat doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. They look like running back carries and the reception.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane. 2
In
guys
the second half too, right?
Yeah.
in the second half, not the whole game. Second half.
Second half.
You let Tua throw 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. The only good thing I can take away from it is week 2, but our coach needs to. And I'm upset because we let Wink Martindale go to the Giants, and then we brought this guy who was an understudy and went to Michigan for 1 year. We brought him back, Mike McDonald, as their defensive coordinator. And week 1, he was looking great. They were balling. They were doing everything. Even the first half of this game, they were looking great. They were handling everything. And the second half, all of a sudden, it's just like they forgot how to play ball. It makes no sense to me up to this moment. Like, I've watched the tape over and over. I can't break it out. I don't know what happened. And then the offense just kind of also stopped playing in the fourth quarter. So, and this is a game in which Lamar. Sorry, go ahead.
Didn't you guys completely abandon the blitz in the second half?
I wouldn't say completely abandon the blitz, but anytime we kind of lined up like we're gonna blitz, then they did one of those like end around with the wide receivers. They were doing these short passes and everything. And the thing about Tyreek and Waddle is if you don't contain them, they're going for 75 on you. Like if you don't contain them in the back, they're gonna break you. So I think that we're playing more safe because I don't think they genuinely believe that these guys were gonna come catch up. I thought they were just gonna they'll run out of time. There's no way they're gonna run out of time. I don't know what it was, but it doesn't make sense. And this is a day in which we finally saw and accepted that Baltimore has a legit number 1 wide receiver. We have a dog. So it really hurt me to see that. Now we have in my opinion, he can easily be a top 15 wide receiver right now. By the end of the season, he might be a top 10 because he's shown he's a dog. We have a top 5 tight end. We have a top 10 quarterback at least. You cannot not be able to put up points in the fourth quarter with this kind of talent. It's just impossible. Lamar in NFL, I don't think it's never been done in NFL history to throw for a 75-yard passing touchdown and run for a 75-yard rushing touchdown in the same game. He did everything he could do, and we still lost. So I don't know. We'll see next week I think
the biggest positive. I think the biggest positive of this game for y'all is that Lamar is in midseason form. He had an amazing game.
Yeah,
should have won that game. And I think the biggest the biggest concern for you guys is one of the highest invested sides flopped. Just it's similar to us when we get to our game, but but I think I hope it's fixable. I hope it's fixable.
I don't know because the pass rush would have made a difference. We don't have a pass rush and we don't have a running game. Without those two, I don't know what we're going to do because we have to run the ball. And those are the 2 things we did in the fourth quarter: to rush their passer and to run the ball to burn the clock. And we don't have either of those. So
when is Dobbins coming back?
It doesn't matter. The line can create holes. So
okay.
Who cares if Dobbins comes back?
It's more of a run blocking thing.
Wait, what happened to Owe?
That's what I was asking you. Didn't they go to Penn State together?
They had a good season last year, no?
But they were playing in different positions. Parsons, I don't think Parsons was
okay.
I think he was getting double teamed a lot this game.
Yeah, because Michael Parsons, I don't think he was. He was
a middle linebacker.
He was playing more traditional linebacker and blitzing that way, as opposed to being a pass rusher. Whereas Owe was more.
Yeah, Owe was a pass rusher, and funny enough, Owe's last season, Owe finished the season at Penn State with no sacks, and that's what dropped his draft status. And Baltimore was like, nah, he can do it. And he came and he started balling early in the season. Then he kind of had that rookie tail off, and then he got hurt. And then, so I don't know. We'll see. But this season, I haven't really seen him in action. So no pass rush. Huh?
There's tape on him, and probably a chip in him too, right?
Maybe. maybe whatever it is not working.
Is Ojabo playing this year or he's
Well,
probably out?
We'll see because Ojabo is still rehabbing. Where they said maybe middle of the season, maybe October, which is now around the corner. Who knows? So I think, and we have lost a player to a season-ending injury every game so far. So we're kind of staring the barrel of our last season again. So I'm nervous about that. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Again, I haven't seen enough where you should be concerned on your team yet. It's week 2. You should have won that game. You had a significant lead, so it might be fixable. You won well in week 1. Who did you guys play this week?
We go up to New England.
Okay, so that's a decent game. Yeah, it's a decent game. We'll see. And I guess we'll get to know you a little more this week. But I don't think it's time to be concerned just yet. Like panic concerned. Like definitely you should have some concerns, obviously, because you blew that big of a lead. But at the same time, I don't think it's panic time yet. You know what I'm saying? So
my concerns are kind of from before the season. So it's not just about games. Because we didn't invest in pass rusher. We went and got Justin Houston again. So we haven't really invested in pass rusher. So we're still down in that problem. The O-line was looking good. Stanley was supposed to come back. He hasn't come. The left tackle that started, we lost him. For some reason, they can't create holes, so we can't run the ball. So if you can't run the ball and you can't pass rush, you can't protect leads.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. And now Miami has kind of also given a blueprint for, don't worry, even if Baltimore goes up 30 points, it's not over. And I don't want to play the teams well.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think teams in the league have 200-meter track stars like they do. So
that's the thing. You can't stop, dude.
I literally saw what's his face catch a mid-tier pass and literally overtook he just literally overtook everybody. The people were ahead of him and he just ran past them.
Waddle?
Nah,
Hill. Tyreek. Which is funny because before they started like going crazy, when Lamar had that run, Lamar outrun corners, which is insane for a quarterback to be able to outrun a corner. Not like that, and this is man who has added 20 pounds, still outrunning corners. Like that is
this
scary.
is why he didn't run his 40, man, when he was coming out.
That is scary. I don't think he's gotten top speed yet. I honestly don't believe he's run his top speed in the NFL yet.
The good news is everyone in the division lost, right?
Everyone lost. So everybody's 1-1, and then the Bengals are 0-2. So hey.
Yeah.
But that's also not good because it means that if we lose and everybody wins, we are last because the Bengals only need to win 1 and we lose and we're tied.
It might be like our division. The first 1 to 8 wins the division. Simple.
At least we don't have to worry about that in the NFC league.
Simple. So anyway, any more additions to the Ravens Miami game? All right.
Tua. I mean,
Actually, let's talk about Tua a little bit.
Let's talk about Tua.
Yeah, he threw 6 touchdowns in one game. Pretty fucking gangster.
Like
Al Bundy's mad.
He was on his way. He was on his way out. If he had a bad season this year.
Yeah. It looks like he may have rekindled his career.
Not only that, he had his best game against the person that was potentially about to come take his job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. But fun fact. So Tua's 6 touchdowns have accounted for 18% of his total touchdowns in the NFL so far.
Yeah, that's how he on the hot seat he was this year.
Yeah.
That's why they got him weapons, like dude.
Yeah.
This is what scares me about Miami. Like they obviously can't or won't do this every week, but the fact that they're capable of doing it, you have to be on notice, man.
The potential's there. The
potential is there, man.
Yeah. They're very explosive.
Yeah. Nah. So let's see. Let's see if he can continue this momentum. So it's huge. I think Side, you don't play them this week. You play Ravens. Okay. We'll see on Friday we'll figure out who they play and then we'll take it from there. So
wait, Miami plays Buffalo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That's going to be like a 50-50.
Yeah.
That's going to be 50-51 type of game, dog.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's gonna be a shootout.
Well, that's going to be nice for fantasy.
Well, Rex did say they didn't effectively pass rush Miami. So if they can actually pass rush Tua, we'll actually see if Tua is legit. If he can actually handle pressure. So we'll see. That's going to be something.
Bills are gonna rush you.
So we'll look out for that. Yeah, we'll look out for that in that game. But yeah, if there's no pass rush, then it'll be a 50-51 type of game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Anyway, on to Jacksonville and Indy, dog. Wow. Where to start? I watched that game in not so much in disbelief, but with all hope just sucked out of me. Pause. But like, I'll break it down into tiers. First of all, with Frank Reich,
like crying tears.
I know, right? That's what I was about to say.
I know, double entendre right there, double entendre. Frank Reich. Ever since Sirianni has left, he's not been the same. Frank Reich is a very good. He's one of those coaches I respect as far as an offensive mind, but I'm starting to feel like he is more suited for an offensive coordinator than a head coach, because when shit hits, when his back is against the wall, sometimes he just overthinks the matter. Coming into the game, we didn't have Michael Pittman, who was obviously our number one receiver. And naturally, so Indianapolis, the biggest playmakers we have are Michael Pittman, Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and then we go to the others. So with the fact that Michael Pittman is absent, common sense would tell you, all right, we need to get the ball in Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and then the others. And the others also have their tiers. Common sense would probably tell anybody outside looking in, out of the receiving core. Oh, obviously, we also lost Alec Pierce to concussion protocol. So he's out too. The biggest talent we have at wide receiver is Paris Campbell after that. I think Paris Campbell was targeted twice. Instead, we targeted people like Desmond Patman, who was drafted in the 6th round like 6 times. We were targeting people like Ashton Dulin, who was our special teams gunner from last year, playing wide receiver for the first time. Like, he was our lead receiver. I'm like, what? During the offseason, they were lauding the fact that Nyheim Hines has been playing or practicing as a receiver even more so than a running back, because he actually started as a receiver and converted to a running back. So he actually can run routes. When we were at our best with Andrew Luck, he was one of the biggest difference makers we had in our team, which is why we gave him an extension. He actually is like the 5th or 6th highest paid running back in the league, quiet as kept. But we never get him involved. I don't understand. Our first drive where we had the most success, he touched the ball like 3 or 4 times, and that was it for the rest of the game.
Jeez.
I don't understand.
Y'all just go into some sort of vortex when you go down to Jacksonville, man.
I don't understand. And I think it's even more than that. Like, I think Frank Reich overthinks things sometimes. And sometimes when you don't have all your weapons, just go with what you have. The best available talent you have, go, especially if you're on the road. Just do what you can with it. Instead, he decided to go and target the 6th and 7th round picks that have barely even making the roster. Obviously, the ones that he targeted were dropping like 3-4 passes. I'm like, dude, they're dropping passes. Why do you keep passing to them? I don't understand. Like, oh man. And when you ask him, like, he doesn't give you any. It was part of the game plan, and then it didn't pan out the way we just. No shit, it didn't pan out. What are you gonna do about it? So, and this is a trend I'm starting to see with him. Ever since Oakland last year, we have been blown out literally, or struggled we haven't even won a game since Christmas last year because we lost to Oakland. Yeah, we lost to Oakland. We lost to the Jaguars. Then we came into this year, we drew, and then we lost against the Jaguars. Wow. So there you go.
That's a Premier League last 5 matches.
There you exactly. So like, I'm a little concerned because he needs to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. Whether you're offensive mind or not, you want to trick people, fuck that. Just get it to your best players. You're already limited at skill positions right now. Just get it to your best players' hands, and if you lose, at least you went down swinging. Period. Because of that, they just loaded the box, 8-9 men. Jonathan Taylor had no place to go. And they have a pretty solid D-line. They have, what's his face? Josh Allen, who's actually really a pretty damn good pass rusher. Him, and then the other dude that came out of Georgia this year. They were giving us hell. All my concerns in our previous episodes that I spoke on are coming to bite us in the ass currently. From the wide receiver position to the left tackle position to even the O-line in general. The O-line was missing little. I watched like footage of like the O-line blocking yesterday and today. Different segments of why we screwed up this game. And there were so many blown assignments on the O-line that an O-line we're the highest paid O-line in the league. An O-line that is paid that high should not be making those mistakes. With things like stunts, knowing who to pick up. Those are like, between coaching and the experience in that line, you should know better, especially with a team like Jacksonville. These are things that you've seen. And because of this, Matt Ryan was sacked like 5 times. Matt Ryan was not able to throw the ball comfortably the whole game. So like a lot of people see the 3 picks, they're like, oh, Matt Ryan played like garbage. Most of those picks, he was just trying to do something at the end of we were being blown out so bad. He was just trying to pull something out of that rabbit's ass. And obviously they were playing coverage. He wasn't getting time. Obviously he made some rush decisions and he threw some picks. So I'm not concerned, or a lot of people are going with the narrative. Look at Carson Wentz, how he played against Jacksonville last week versus how Matt Ryan. Again, Carson Wentz was not built to play on our team. The fact that Frank Reich actually started to take the ball out of his hands speaks volumes of how much confidence he had in Frank Reich and Carson Wentz the second half of the season. Carson Wentz didn't read defenses, was making the wrong read, the wrong passes. So that's why Jonathan Taylor started to carry the ball almost 30 times a game near the end of the year. And people just kind of figured us out at the end of the year. But those O-line mistakes could be fixed. There are just a lot of it were just blown assignments. The O-line is not that bad to be allowing 5 sacks. There's only 2 different personnel in the O-line from this year and last year. Only one of them is trash, the left tackle. Matt Pryor, the former Eagle. He got benched again. And here's another thing. He got benched. The rookie came on, outplayed him, and then they put Matt Pryor back in talking about, oh, we designed the game plan so that we divided your snaps. I was like, bro, if your left tackle is getting his ass kicked, there's no game plan. You put in the best player to save your quarterback's ass, period.
Or get a tight end to help him if he sucks.
That's another issue we're having. Mo Alley Cox is shit. Mo Alley Cox is I'm sorry to say it. We need help at tight end.
You were on that bandwagon.
Our best tight end has retired. And now the things that he used to cover, that Mo Alley Cox was kind of the secondary weapon or secondary tight end to that. He is now the first, and those holes are glaring, which was Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle was one of the most sound tight ends in the league, especially at blocking. He wasn't like no Kittle or anything, but he would move the chains. He was very smart. He knew how to get open. He would catch his passes. Mo Alley Cox is twice his size, probably twice as athletic, but he's not a good player. I'm sorry. He's just not a good player. We have a rookie that we drafted this year. He's kind of slow at picking up the playbook and stuff. So that's why he's not already on the field yet. Give him some time. We'll see. So, like, with the rookies like him and Alec Pierce, I'm not expecting much from them because a lot of times we're getting spoiled by getting in the league where we get these superstar rookie guys that come in and just outperform everyone. It's not normal. It's not normal. So when for instance, Alec Pierce comes and he's not a Jettas, I'm not like blown. You know what I'm saying? Because people like, for instance, Reggie Wayne, it wasn't until his third year until he became who he was. So some people are just late bloomers. I'm just blown again also at Ballard that he refused to get a veteran receiver in the stable.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman is our veteran receiver. This is his third year. This is Michael Pittman's third year. He's our vet.
Time to call
It's about to be a long season, bro. It's about to be a long season.
It's only week 2, man. It's only week 2.
I haven't even gotten into the defense. The defense. So the defense. Doug Peterson knew that he has a young quarterback. He's not going to get him in a situation where he has to take 5-step drops, 7-step drops, just because they have people like DeForest Buckner, what's his face, Yannick Ngakoue, and, Kwity Paye. So what he did was 3-step drops, boom, 3-step drops, boom. In situations like that, you play man. If you're playing zone, you have to play tight zone.
True.
Gus Bradley, no adjustments. Archaic defensive coordinator. So
that's another old school guy.
Bro,
Yep.
Trevor Lawrence has not had a very good career in his first 2 seasons. But out of his stats, the 2 games that pad his stats to just a little bit of mediocrity, not even good, just mediocrity, are the last 2 games he's played against the Colts.
Jeez.
He's probably thrown at most in 2 games 5 incomplete passes.
He's in the right division then.
Well, I don't know if this works with other teams, but for some reason against us, and I'm concerned because that tells me that Gus Bradley is archaic and he's not one of those because the younger coaches, one thing I've noticed about the younger coaches, if shit isn't working, they will change. They'll be like, okay, this is what's going on. Yeah. We need to tweak. Like, it's usually the older coaches that are stuck in their ways that instead of work by force.
Yeah.
And I'm a little concerned if teams watch this video. Oh, this is the way to beat the defense.
I mean, it's been concerning because since Eberflus left, the Houston game, now Jacksonville, that defense looks like it's taking a step back.
Last week, though, the defense actually played pretty damn well. It actually was the reason why we didn't lose. And we didn't lose that game because of that. It's the reason why we didn't lose last week. And like I said, if you go back to last week's episode, I was telling you guys that a lot of Houston's touchdowns were because of good field position. Because of our offense mishaps, they got the ball literally with like 20 yards to go, so they'd score. But all in all, when they had to travel the full field, our defense stepped up, forcing turnovers, forcing 3 and outs, that sort of thing. So last week they actually played well. This week, man, and a lot of it is also we're having habits that are very unusual to Indianapolis's stigma. Like we usually are very disciplined. The last 2 weeks we've had stupid penalties like wide receivers lining up at the wrong place, illegal men downfield, like a lot of stupid penalties that have just been stalling our drives. Fumble, handoff, like center to quarterback, fumbles, things of that nature. So it's just a mess from top to bottom. And the only thing I can comfortably say can be corrected right now is the O-line mishaps. That looks like it's correctable. Everything else, I'm legit concerned. And I think they need to go sign a veteran receiver.
T.Y.
I don't know if you guys saw last week. They said peace out. They're not gonna sign him. Thank you for the memories.
Wow.
Yeah, last week they had like a little sign.
That's
Thanks
your
for the
best
memories,
bet.
T.Y. So it looks like T.Y. isn't coming back.
Wow.
And I saw Cole Beasley went to Tampa.
I wanted
too.
Cole Beasley. I was hoping that we would sign Cole Beasley.
I did tell you Cole Beasley. You told me no. We want a big receiver.
I said,
Is there any big receiver?
I said Paris Campbell was more that kind of guy, but it looks like they're not targeting Paris. So go for Cole Beasley then. that's what I'm saying. So yeah, we'll see. Like Rex said, it's only week 2. Am I concerned? Yes, I am concerned because another thing is I didn't see coaches chewing players.
Really? We couldn't tell.
I didn't see coaches chewing players out on the side like, what the fuck? Everybody was just calm and chill. Like, bro, you have a donut on your scoreboard. How you guys just chilling? You need to eat ass. Pause. What? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Kansas City
this week, if they don't fix shit up, I know this for certain. If this Bama comes to Indianapolis and beats Indianapolis in Indy, Carson Wentz, I think Reds heads are gonna roll though.
Yeah.
The way Irsay does not like that bad, and to see him after all his rants, see him be embarrassed at home, that's gonna be interesting. But I mean, like Rex said, it's only week 2. I'm a little concerned, and my concerns are the same concerns I had coming into the season. Everything. I think Pryor needs to be benched permanently at left tackle. If anything, he should be a rotation guard. He actually plays pretty solid as a guard, but at left tackle is not him. And just throw in the rookie. The rookie has played better than him. The rookie, I'm okay if the rookie makes mistakes. That's fine. You learn from your mistakes. At least I'm more comfortable with him picking his assignment.
Right.
So, and I know the line is too talented for the kind of performance they've had. So if they just need to clean up those things, and we'll be okay. But I'm concerned about the game plans. Get the ball in Pittman, Nyheim Hines, JT, and then you can get fancy with everybody else. But those 3 guys should be touching the ball at least 10 times. Seriously, targeted 10 times each at least. Stop this passing to 6 round, 7 rounders. What the hell?
They got to get theirs too. Come on, man.
On special teams.
Stephon Diggs was a 5th round pick, man. Come on.
But yeah. So at this point, it can't get any worse. So we'll see. Like the performance is rock bottom. You either stay there or you go up. you can't get any worse than what happened this week. I'll be honest with you. So you either stay there or it goes up. So which one is it going to be? How are you going to act? Let us see.
Who do you guys play next week?
The Chiefs.
Oh.
So you had 0. You guys. I think you guys can be able to get like maybe a good -10 points.
Hey, Rex, put me down for Chiefs.
0-3.
Oh man, and it's our
Put me down for the Chiefs.
It's our first home game too, dog.
Put me down for the Chiefs.
Put me down for the Chiefs.
Oh yeah,
Hey, man, I'm about to put some money on the Chiefs in Vegas, though.
Yeah, man, you should, dog. You should. So
Mahomes hasn't thrown a pick yet.
I'll have my predictions for y'all next week, bro.
The good news is the Titans look also terrible.
That's the only good news. Everybody in Division 1 lost except Jacksonville. So Jacksonville is
the Titans are dead in the water. They will be
Call y'all the AFC sucks.
and dead in the water, man. Malik
They
Jackson.
need to play the rookie quarterback.
What
They
you
need
say?
to play the rookie quarterback.
That's what
Titans.
Oh,
Oh, they threw him in there last. At the
No,
end
they
of the
played
game,
last
man.
night. He played the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he needs to start.
I mean, if this guy sucks next week, Tannehill, you got to put him in.
Yeah, just put him in.
Hold on. Guys. This boy is afraid to throw the ball.
Who?
The rookie quarterback.
No, says who?
Did you watch him
looks at
yesterday?
one
This
thing.
dude has.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't watch him
right?
yesterday, but this
He
guy
was
has an
running
arm.
for his life yesterday.
He looks
He has
like
an arm,
runs
though.
away.
Wait, but
And he's going
he
against
came
Buffalo.
into. What do you want him to do?
They threw him against Buffalo, dude.
You know the
come
crazy
on.
part? Tennessee actually has a good O-line, so it's weird.
I don't think he's that good this year.
It's not. They've lost some players. You think?
It's not that good. I mean, this
It's
guy
not
went
opening
down.
holes for Derrick Henry. The run game is not that good.
That's
Yeah.
because
That
it's
O-line
not
guy
necessarily
went
Derrick
down.
Henry. Well, part of it is. The fact is now nobody respects anybody in their secondary. So it's like 10 men fronts. Derrick Henry has probably lost a step because he's coming from a serious injury.
Yeah.
He's not hitting the hole as hard.
No, he's not.
If you're not
They don't
passing,
really have
if
anybody
you're not
to
passing,
throw
you
to.
just game plan for Henry. That's it. Their defense is opportunistic. It's not like a stout, like, I can beat anybody type of defense. So
I mean, losing their best pass rusher doesn't help either. So.
that too. So yeah, that's the only bright side. We're still in the division. First 1 to 8 wins the division, and that's it. But if this continues, I say just scrap it, dog. Take the L's, go into the draft, and start over, man.
I would even draft another quarterback, even though you have this dude in the wings waiting.
Who do we have in the wings? Huh?
Not you guys. Talking about Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys need a quarterback. I mean,
Yeah, we do. Of
They
course.
like red run quarterbacks, man.
We could, and that's the thing. We brought Matt Ryan to not to be a hero, but to be like Stafford was with the Rams. You know what I mean? Like, help him out, have the balance, and just let him be smart about how he dissects when he needs to pass. Not be a hero. And now they're actually forcing him to be a hero. He's 37. He's not, and Matt Ryan is not Peyton Manning. He's been a good quarterback his career. He's been a solid stand-up, good leader, but he's not Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. He's not one of those type of guys. So
Yeah, I just don't get the fact where the quarterback doesn't have weapons. Like, look at Brady. He's always calling for weapons. He knows he's old. He can't save
look
the
at
team.
Jalen Hurts. Like, all the teams go. If you want, you need at least one. And Michael Pittman is a good. He's like a good wide receiver one. He's not like top tier, but he's a top 10 to 15 receiver in the league, in my opinion. I think you need another veteran next to him, so like there's balance. Because now all people are gonna do is double team him.
That's it.
That's all they're just gonna double team him. That's it.
I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. Nyheim Hines is a matchup problem. Why the fuck are we not getting him the ball? He is a matchup problem. Once the ball is in his hands, he's hard to take down.
Send him over to Brady.
Shit hurts my head, man. It hurts my head, man, because I'm like, bro, I actually even started Nyheim Hines in a lot of my teams because it was a no-brainer. Michael Pittman is out. He is the next best wide receiving weapon you have on your team. And you give him the ball, let me even check what the box score is. How many catches did that man get? Like 3? 4 catches. 5 targets, 4 catches. Anyway. Anybody else have anything to add to this piss poor division that I'm in?
I think Frank Reich needs to learn from Nick Sirianni from the standpoint of sometimes, and it's similar to how I used to. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Nick Sirianni has learned from Frank Reich.
No. Let me finish. Go ahead. Let me finish.
It's Detroit and Minnesota. Detroit and Minnesota.
It's the same stubborn concept that Doug Peterson was.
You would think they won 17
you
goals
need to give up
season.
play call. Hold on.
Let
You need to give up play calling. It gets to a point where it's like, you know what? Maybe somebody else needs to call it.
I
think Frank Reich.
What is Frank Reich's use if he doesn't play call? Call then again.
Manage the freaking team. That's what Nick Sirianni does now.
He doesn't call the.
He doesn't call plays anymore. It's all Steven, whatever his name is.
Okay. I'm sure at some point it'll get there if it's still shit.
But he's not gonna get that because like Doug Peterson's very similar. That's part of the reason why he got fired from Philly. Because like you get to a point where they're asking you like, dude, you gonna give up plays? Like the owner had to force him to give up plays, give up play calling. When you get to a certain point, they're not hearing you. You need to switch gears.
And that's another thing. Like that's why like I'm very like on the fence with him and how he manages the team in general, because he's supposed to, when the defense is not adjusting, you go to the coordinator and be like, bro, this isn't adding up. Team something different. He just stands there. just stands there the whole game. Like everybody's like, dog, what is Reich doing? He's just watching. Like you need to like communicate.
You gotta be careful before you lose the team.
Anyway,
That's like Harbaugh sometimes. Harbaugh sometimes comes to the post game presser and they're asking him questions and he's answering the questions like he was watching it on TV with the rest of us.
Yeah, that's exactly what Reich does. That's exactly what Reich. It's like, bro, what? Anyway, let's move on.
He'd be like, I think they need to make some adjustments in how they approach third or fourth. I'm like, who's they?
It's gotten to the point, Rex. It's gotten to the point now when I listen to like the pressers, I just skip Reich and I go to the coordinators to get an idea what's going on. Because Reich is not going to give me anything that I want to hear.
I don't watch head coach pressers.
Mine is actively beefing with Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan's been taking shots at him on TV. He's responding to his press conferences. It's East Coast, West Coast beef over here, dog.
Anyway, we're a little bit on the time, so let's quickly go through some of the other scores. We had Tampa go 20, New Orleans go 10. Quick takes on that.
It was a stupid fight.
Mike Evans loves to fight.
Mike Evans is always fighting Marshawn Lattimore.
He just waited for Lattimore to shove somebody so he can have an excuse to hit him. That's what he wanted.
Not to forget the 30 for 30 Jamies resurfaced.
No, but that was messed up of the Tampa Bay players, man. That was really messed up.
He's like, we know him. He was on our team.
Who, James
we knew he was going to give us the ball.
That's terrible, man.
30 for 30, bro.
Oh, 30 for 30. JB showed up, bro.
He's going to get y'all in Tampa.
Man, yeah. So, yeah. And obviously, Detroit beat the Commanders 36-27. Again, another case of Carson Wentz. Play well, play shit.
I mean, the dude was getting fumbles, and even though he played well towards the end,
that's Carson Wentz.
But it also shows me Detroit has a good team, even though we beat them.
They play hard.
It looks like they play hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep on them.
It's crazy, dog.
The wide receiver,
Detroit, we dominated them in the team. What you call it? The team practices and in the preseason. Like it wasn't even close, and then anyway.
Their coach, man, the coach has a lot of heart. Dan Campbell's putting a lot of confidence in those boys, man.
Yeah. And then the G-men sneak through against Carolina 19-16.
They need to find a wide receiver.
Saquon Barkley is back, bro.
Galloway packed his locker like,
he's trash. That's why they don't play him. I don't know why they don't play Tony that much either.
They need to find a number one wide receiver.
Yeah, they don't have. They'll just start putting 8
after next week. After next week.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you guys play
will come back and beat y'all. They're going to come back and beat y'all. Probably burn Trevon Diggs.
They need to figure out that wide receiver situation. Is it Shepard? Is it Tony? Is it Robinson? Is it Slayton?
Probably Slayton. I mean, Shepard is more of a slot guy.
It should be Kadarius Toney.
It should be. He's the most dynamic out of all of them.
But he's on a pitch count, and I don't know why.
I don't understand why. They say he's not in the doghouse. He's not injured. They say he knows the playbook, so it's not adding up.
I don't think he knows the
playbook. Maybe Daboll's trying to pull the whole Bill Belichick thing.
I believe it's not. I believe Rex is right. I think it's the playbook, but they don't want to make him look stupid. So they're like, nah, he knows the playbook. Yeah. And then obviously Jacoby Brissett fumbles one with the Cleveland losing 30 to the Jets 31.
Yeah, they need to start. They need to start putting that thing on Nick Chubb, man. That's not Nick Chubb's fault. That's coaching, 100% coaching.
Yeah,
because Nick Chubb ran the ball into the end zone to make it a 13-point game with a minute and like 50 or something, or 30-something seconds, 35 seconds to go or something.
Mm-hmm.
Chances of a comeback are super slim. But when it's about time, when you're about to run that play, you need to call a timeout and tell like Nick Chubb, do not go into the end zone. Stop at the 1-yard line, and then we can kneel the ball twice and it's game over. They had no timeouts left. The Jets had no timeouts left. Chubb runs it into the end zone because he has to get his stats. He has to get his Pro Bowl numbers. You paid me a check to do this. This is what I do.
Yep.
So he scores, and then it all goes to hell from there.
Hey, where's the defense?
And the kicker missed the extra point.
Yep.
Where's
So
the
you
defense?
can, and then for some reason they just kind of like sat back and let the media run with the narrative that Nick Chubb should have been smart and have played smart football and gone down. I'm like, no, that's coaching. That's
Right.
coaching, man. 100% coaching. They screwed up on that one, but I'm
Anyway,
glad.
that works. I was about to say that works to your advantage, Rex. So show
I
enough.
hope
Show
they do
enough.
more of it, but they should keep doing that.
We got the LA Rams. 31.
Oh, sorry. Before you go on, so
Go ahead.
fun fact: I enjoyed this, and I don't know if you would enjoy it too. But somebody threw a beer can at Jimmy Haslam as he was exiting the stadium.
What?
Yeah,
I liked it. He's a piece of shit owner that has created problems for everybody in the NFL with the contract that he's given to Deshaun Watson. So
Deshaun Watson.
he deserves it, and he deserves to lose games like this. And I hope they lose a few more in this season. The Browns go back to the Stone Age
I
Browns.
hear that.
Oh, that's why I can't pay Lamar Jackson because that contract is like
Yeah, because there's no way Lamar Jackson accepts less money than Deshaun Watson.
It doesn't make
Why
sense. It doesn't make
should
sense.
not?
It doesn't make sense though.
You
Yeah,
want him
that's
to be the second highest paid quarterback in his division? Are you crazy?
No,
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That won't
Yeah,
be
he's won a playoff game. Deshaun has won one too.
Deshaun has a playoff game. He has an MVP. He's played more games. He has a better winning record. Like all this, like
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Besides the
Lamar
point.
too has an MVP. He also has an MVP trophy, but it's about
I think Lamar deserves 400 fully guaranteed.
he needs to get an agent to negotiate that contract, man.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's a lot for him to just go back and
Nah.
forth between the owner and him.
What are we talking about here? We just seen Lamar for 2 weeks. Which part of his play makes it look like it's too much for him?
No, what I'm not saying he's playing. I said his focus on football versus talking to the owner about his contract. That's a
No,
lot
he's
for
told
one.
the team how much he wants. Finished. There's no back and forth. It's done. They're not talking anymore. Like he's
Yeah.
not talking.
He said he's not going to let the
He's-
contract enter the season.
He's going to the Giants then.
Wherever he
What?
goes, it's fine. But
He should
it's
stay in
obviously
AFC.
not a distraction.
Yeah, he's not going to talk about the contract once the season
Yeah.
starts. It's going to resume when the season's over, and we'll see.
And,
We'll see
and you say he's not going to play on the franchise tag, so
no, it's going to be no. That's going to be the headline of the
He's
offseason.
not going to play on the.
That's going to be the headline of
he's
the
not.
offseason.
He's already said it. Like,
Wait,
I'm not-
how can he avoid that?
yeah, you
he
can.
can
You don't
request
have
a
to sign
trade.
it. You can request a trade, or you don't have to sign it, or you
Yeah.
just wait till the season starts.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then sign it.
somebody's going to trade 2 first-round picks
Yep.
for him.
Two.
Indianapolis Colts.
Anyone.
Yeah, we will.
Probably
This
the
man said
Giants.
two.
I can see the Giants.
No,
doing
no,
it.
no. That's the minimum when you're franchised. That's basically.
No, but you said two.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That
two.
man is going for like
Yeah,
3 or
Andy.
4 first round picks. Are you kidding?
No shit. I'm saying that's the
but
bottom.
Oakland-
that's gonna be
Oakland
the bottom.
traded one, though.
Yeah, that's the minimum.
Definitely.
That's the minimum.
Yeah,
Definitely
minimum.
Yeah.
will pay
Two,
first
two and
round
above.
picks. Oh
Anyway,
yeah, definitely.
next
Colts
game:
will do it.
Like
Yeah.
3 first round picks.
Rams 31, Atlanta 27. Bro, the Rams still don't got no fans, dog. Atlanta picked up the ball. I thought we were playing in Atlanta.
Wait,
Yo.
the game was not in Atlanta.
Stafford throws so.
I thought it was.
It
I thought it was.
That's the league
It was in the
league.
The game
Rams.
was in Atlanta.
It
It was in
was
Atlanta.
in
It was
LA.
Atlanta,
No,
right?
it was in
Okay,
LA.
okay.
No, it was in LA.
It was in LA,
It
right?
was in
You
LA.
sure?
Yeah, it was LA.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
it's
remember I was
still-
watching it
Can't
with
tell with the
Sam.
Lambs.
Wow.
They
It's
have
still in
some
Columbus.
fans.
It was in
Yeah,
LA.
because I remember I was watching it with Sam, and they picked the ball off. We're like, "Yo, what the fuck? This is. Are you sure we're in LA?" There were definitely more Falcons fans there than there were.
That's the
That was
thing
actually a
with
really
the
good
Rams.
game. The Falcons are gonna be
I
fun
mean-
to watch. They may not win all their game, but they're fun to watch.
They
I'm not even
compete.
gonna lie. Like they
Drake
got like
London?
what's that?
Drake London
Drake London is legit.
is legit.
Drake London is
Kyle
legit.
Pitts is also the truth.
Kyle Pitts needs to step it up, though. I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
seeing
been
that.
slumming this year so far.
That's not on Pitts. That's play calling. They even the coach admitted it. They when they asked the coach, he actually got defensive and said, "Hey, we're trying to win games, not fantasy points."
True.
And we're like, that's your best weapon. That's how you win games, you idiot.
Yeah.
And you lost the game. So what was the point?
I'm happy that coach
Right.
didn't come to the Eagles.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Denver 16, Houston 9. That was a
Yo.
good game. Houston, your defense is
Denver.
actually
Denver
either
is terrible.
Houston's defense is good, or Denver and India suck at offense.
Denver's
They-
offense.
Denver
sucks.
struggled. Denver struggled. to score
Denver
that game.
has coaching problems. I think that Nathaniel Hackett is in over his head.
Oh, because
The
like they
offense
were
sucks.
struggling. They were struggling
Forget
to move the ball.
the struggles, the clock management, the coaching decisions. It was just like falling
think-
Yeah.
I think Russell Wilson probably needs to help him from the standpoint of being a veteran coach. Sometimes he should just call plays in the auto, like, dude, like certain when it comes to certain things, because he's still getting used to it. You have a 10+ year veteran with a new head coach, like.
Whatever it is, you gotta figure it out. Because you just paid this man $250. How much $1 million?
But I don't think
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Russell's not that type of guy. Whereas, like, nah, I'm gonna take it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have played to kick the ball in the first game. He would have been like,
because Russell would have said go back. Because actually, Russell would have said, if he was
if it was like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, like what? We're playing for the field goal? Are you mad?
I remember when Peyton Manning did that.
Even these young cats, even Allen
or Herbert or one of them guys.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Russell's not that type of guy, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but
the offense is terrible.
Like I was seeing somewhere, I think on ESPN, where they were saying something like Russell needs to step up in some areas.
Yeah, 100%. Carroll used to like baby him a lot when he was in when he was
I mean, he was a third round draft pick.
Carroll had a head coaching experience. So.
Yeah,
but he was a third round draft pick. He never came in as the man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe it might still be on his shoulders a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't a Newton type.
Even after 2 max contracts, come on, man, get it together.
Right.
This is third one.
This is third one. Seattle gave him 2.
This is third one.
Yeah,
third one because third round picks they have to extend early. It's like a 3-year contract.
4 years. So 3 years. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God, that man is eating pretty, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the Raiders 23, Cards 29. That was a good game.
Thank you, Kyler Murray.
That was a good game. One of the fans stole Kyler Murray, dog. He punched him, dog. You see that, dude?
Raiders fans are insane, man.
They're crazy, bro.
Vegas.
They need to be arrested for that. They need to be arrested.
I think they're investigating. They're investigating now.
Yeah.
No, they have video. He needs to be arrested and prosecuted. This is ridiculous.
That was a great game.
He done jumped next door already.
Where's the security though?
Right. Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball twice back to back in critical plays.
Back to back. And Renfrow is the safest hands probably on that team.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable. Yo, Devontae Adams, man, how's he feeling about his new crew?
The grass is not always green on the other side.
His best friend is a notch above the 8 God, dog. I mean, he is.
If you train with him,
he is a notch above the 8 God. That's it. Sam doesn't like him. He's a Raiders fan.
Derek Carr has no excuses anymore.
That's what I'm saying. He is a notch above. He's better than the 8 God, but he's not like, Anyway, so we got Dallas. Oh, we went to that one.
We can go over that one too.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't talking about y'all clowns.
The Packers 27, Chicago 10. I own you.
I thought Chicago was gonna win, and then they're gonna throw it right back.
Nah, dog.
I mean, I knew there was no way.
Aaron Rodgers will play preseason. He played preseason week 1. He's back, dog.
He said, "I own you."
I own you, blood.
All he needed was to lose week 1, and then he's gonna.
That's it. Like get the jitters off his back in week 1, and
relax. You just tell you relax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about week 1.
Yeah, we clockwork, dog. And then we last joint, Buffalo 41, Tennessee 7.
Stephon Diggs, truth.
Blood. The Bills are beginning to mimic real life.
Bro, that stadium was rocking.
Dog.
Like I could hear it in Toronto.
It was live. It was live, yo. That thing was live. Shout out to my man Stephon Diggs representing for the Terps over there doing the genuine boogie. You see the genuine? You see him do the genuine?
Yeah, tutties, man. 3 tutties.
Well, I mean, that's TDs. 4?
3.
Yo, as I was saying, the Bills are starting to mimic real life because the Bills in football are kicking everybody's ass like Bills in real life kick everybody's ass.
I see those lies, bro. I see those lies.
Bad, bro.
I don't see any team beating. I mean, it's too early, but
wow, bro, it's really early.
It's gonna be hard to beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
It's really early.
Good, yeah.
No,
AFC East.
Because
Yo.
even that, their secondary is coming. I mean, they don't have a full. I think one of their Tre'Davious White is
They're playing
out
rookies.
for a little bit.
Yeah, they're playing rookies.
They're playing rookies on
So
corner.
imagine he comes back and that team is stacked.
Just 7 points. Yeah.
Defensive standpoint.
Well, let's see. Let's see when they.
I mean, Davis didn't play yesterday.
Yeah, Davis didn't play
Yeah,
yesterday.
Davis
And they
didn't
put
play.
40. Golly.
Or Dane
I
Jackson.
think the other
Back injury too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
The cornerback.
yeah.
it's crazy out.
What's up with David Cook, man? He hasn't played since that
James
fumble.
Cook. He played the
James
fourth
Cook.
quarter. He did all right.
He did.
But- Like he's too small, man. That's the thing. He has to. He's more of like a screen. He's smaller than
He's
Dalvin.
not as big as his brother.
He's smaller than Dalvin. He's
Yeah.
not as fast as Dalvin.
He's a third down long yardage back.
Yeah, he's like a third. He's
Oh,
got
okay.
really good hands too. I think Dalvin is a little bit faster, but they're both speedy backs, you know. So
They need a bigger running back.
a more reliable one at that.
They have a good line. They have a
That's
good
why I
line.
was surprised they didn't sign Marlon Jackson. I said Marlon Jackson.
Mack?
Marlon Mack. Because his running style fits their offense.
Yeah.
One cut downhill, like 4.4 type speed. He can catch.
Well, when a team is winning, every running back believes their running staff fits the offense.
I know, right?
Buffalo's legit.
This was awesome.
Anyway, they're doing good.
Thursday
anyway.
night.
Yeah, Thursday night. Steelers, Browns.
Steelers.
It's in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Steelers.
That's what's on Thursday?
I'm going with the Steelers,
Yeah.
dog. It's just better coached.
You can spend your time doing something better.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Beatles, who you got?
Steelers.
Steelers. Cy?
Steelers 2017.
No, please. It's not any of your teams. You don't need the score yet.
Hey,
Uh,
Steelers, what? Browns?
Browns, yeah.
Damn. Give me Browns.
You got Browns?
Yeah, give me
All right,
Browns.
all right. Rex, you said Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kweku.
Man, I gotta go with the Steelers.
All right.
That's one Browns.
Cool. And before we leave, we want to update our scores. There was a slight error on my part, so you just want to add one more point to Abel.
I need to review these points.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking at. So
Class of my own.
on Dolo up top, we have Kweku at 21, followed by myself at 18 at second. Then we got Minos at 17. And we got Sign Able tied at 15. And we got Rex that picked unanimously at unanimous ties. So yeah, Rex got some catching up to do.
He had one more point than the Colts.
Oh.
Whoa. Good one. I ain't gonna say too much. You got it right now. We'll check back in like 3 weeks. You remember, my division is easier than yours.
Y'all can't even beat each other.
That's why my division is easier than yours. We'll see our records in 3 weeks.
All right, John.
Anyway, pleasure having you all as always. Thank you all for anybody that watched this far, anybody that watched in general. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Friday to give you the preview for week 3. And y'all have a blessed week. We'll holler at y'all later.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yep.
Yeah, hit it.
Subscribe. You already know. Follow us on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter. We on Facebook? I think we're on Facebook. We might be on Facebook. Follow there too. We out there, man. We out here. We out. Goose.